Selling smarter, not harder. Tailoring sales approaches to personality types.
Hi guys, I'm so happy I can be here and share a bit of my insights on how to how to sell smart and not harder. I've done that a couple of times about smelling, so it's not about that, it's about selling. And I'm sure that sales can be easy and fun as well. So I hope that you will find my speech interesting. Please stay till the end. So guys, what are we really doing here? Tell me. Are we here for insights, knowledge, clients, networking? Probably for all of these things. Because from my experience, we come for such events for opportunities, for relationships, and game-changing connections. You know, this one conversation that will change everything. But especially in this region, your network isn't just your net worth, it's actually your lifeline, because this region is all about connections and all about relationships. So, as you probably know, trust is the currency of business, but you cannot build trust without authentic communication, and you cannot communicate effectively enough unless you know how to read people, and that's what my speech is about, actually. Because success in business isn't about how many people you meet, it's about how many people remember you. So your goal in communication, in events like this, should not be just to collect connections. It should be to create impact. It should be to become the person others want to do business with, want to talk to, right? So you should be more like influential. But to be influential, actually, first of all, you have to be understood well. And to be understood, you must first know yourself well, so what your personality type is and what is your audience's personality type. Because I hope, at least, business isn't one size fits all, neither is communication. So today's speech is all about personalities, right? And this personality types, there are different models of describing personalities. My favorite one, and the one I'm working on the longest, is DISC method. And it actually divides personality types based on 4 main categories, which is red, yellow, green, and blue personality types. But it's not enough usually. For example, my personality type is red/yellow when I work on normal circumstances, but when I'm under the stress, I'm more like yellow-red. So in 1 minute, you will know how to approach me, how to do business with me if you want, obviously. So the first one, red one, is decisive leader. The second one, yellow, is more like influencer. The third one, green type, is all about trust, because it's trusted partner. And the fourth one, which is blue, the analytical expert. As I said, in DISC, you have like between 12 to 16 personality types, but they're all mixes of these. So let's dive in. The red one, the dominant type, how to recognize them? Well, it's pretty easy. They speak fast, they move fast, they speak in bullet points, and they demand fast results as well, unfortunately. And unfortunately, we have zero patience for small talk. Because, as I said, I'm kind of red one. And this zero patience for small talk can be a tricky one, especially when you are at the events, right? So how to approach the red type? Well, if you recognize them, get straight to the point and deliver value in 30 seconds. Because to sell to red, you have to be brief, be bright, and be gone. And all that in 30 seconds, preferably. And then we have the yellow type, the influencer. As you can think about the name, influencer, you can actually imagine this person in front of you. They are energetic, they are sociable, they are smiling, they're surrounded by people, they give out a lot of energy, like I'm doing it now, right? So they are also driven by excitement and the vibe. And the funny part about the yellow one is that if you vibe with them, you vibe. And what I mean by that is that we as yellow people, can convince our rational part of the brain that we want to do business with you only because we just vibed, which is actually funny. So for yellow people, yes, people come first, business comes second. So how to approach them? First of all, you have to match their vibe. You have to make it personal, and you have to let them feel the connection with you. Because yellow type doesn't buy from a company, they buy from a personality, which is kind of annoying for people who are more distant, right? Like, for instance, green ones. Because green type, the supportive type, is quite on contrary to yellow one. They are patient, they are calm, they are focused, they are very focused on trust as well, and they are good listeners, so they can be seen as a bit introverted, right? So as you know that, you probably can imagine that they need security, they need stability before making any decision. So how to work with them, how to sell to them? Well, you have to be reliable, that's the first thing. You have to offer structure, second thing. And what I mean by offering structure? Well, I mean that you should tell them exactly what's going to happen through the sales process and after sales as well. They have to know what kind of steps there are to go. So maybe the most interesting thing about the green ones is that there are majority of them in society. I would say 70%, can you imagine? So if you are red and yellow like me, or yellow-red like me, depending on the circumstances, it's very difficult for you to switch to talk to green one or blue one. And why it's difficult? Because we have like totally different communication scale. And it is super important to do that, especially with greens, because they don't do business with you. They connect with you for life, and they build relationship for life, and they don't forget anything. I mean, they remember literally everything you said to them. And the blue one, the analytical type, it's actually pretty easy to spot, to recognize, because they are detail-oriented, they are precise, they always ask why, and they already know the answers, especially if you try to lie to them. What is important is that they analyze everything and spot every little flaw. So how to engage with them? Well, come prepared, bring evidence, and be ready to answer all the insightful questions, because there's going to be a lot of them. Blue, in one sentence, doesn't trust opinions, they trust data. So knowing that, I'm running out of time, sorry. Knowing that, I hope that you stop selling the way you like and start communicating the way they can trust, because people actually don't buy when they understand you. They buy when they feel understood, and you can make them feel understood by knowing their communication style. So transferring this knowledge for this region especially, we have to be aware of three main rules. First of all, relationships before business. Second, respect the hierarchy, and not only hierarchy, but also cultural and religion differences, especially with Ramadan coming. We have to be aware. We are guests in this region, so we have to be aware of the culture, religion, and all the differences before we start doing any business here. And then, third one, relationships grow in value over time. Let me give you an example here. I've been living in Dubai for past 2 years, and I've been coming here back and forth for past 5 years. So it actually took me 3 years to establish quite a good network here, so I can do some business here. In this region, business is built on trust, respect, and relationships, in that order. Let me say that again. The greatest asset in business isn't money, it's your credibility. People who master relationships never run out of opportunities. So you should be someone people don't just meet. You should be someone they remember, because money opens doors, but trust builds empires. Money opens doors, but trust builds empires. I'll let that sink in a bit. And thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you will go now and build relationships, build trust, build opportunities, because success isn't about being known. It's about being trusted. And if you find my presentation interesting, you can actually download it from this QR code. Thank you so much again. Have a great day today.